Hey there, Celtics Nation. Welcome to Boston Celtics News Today, fans. If you're new here and love everything green, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our passionate community of Celtics fans. In a dramatic turn of events during the NBA Finals, Boston Celtics star Kristaps Porzingis faced a challenging injury. On June 9th, in Game 2, Porzingis suffered a torn retinaculum and dislocated posterior tibialis tendon, a rare setback that sidelined him for the next 2 games. This injury came just after his return from a calf strain sustained in the first round against the Miami Heat, causing him to miss significant playoff time. Despite limited appearances, Porzingis made a notable impact with his size, range, and defensive prowess, averaging trace points, quattro rebounds, and 6 blocks in 6 minutes per game. His presence was felt even as he battled through injuries. His return in Game 5 of the Finals saw him come off the bench, showcasing his resilience. After the season, Porzingis faced a tough decision: delay surgery to compete in the Paris Olympics, or prioritize recovery. Ultimately, he chose surgery, sidelining him until at least late November, with a more realistic return in mid to late December. With Porzingis out, the Celtics adapted, achieving a Des Doigts record. Al Horford stepped up, moving from the bench to the starting lineup, while Luke Kornet and Xavier Tillman filled in as reserves. The team showed depth and versatility, crucial for the upcoming season. Porzingis, often dubbed the Unicorn, is a unique talent in the NBA. His ability to shoot and defend is hard to replace, making his recovery vital for the Celtics' aspirations. As coach Joe Mazzulla emphasized, the goal is not just to defend the title, but to reclaim it on their terms. As the Celtics gear up for the new season, fans are left wondering, who will step up in Porzingis' absence? Will it be Al Horford, the dependable veteran? Or will younger players like Xavier Tillman and Neemias Queta seize the opportunity? Perhaps we'll even see Jason Tatum take on a new role. Now, let's dive into some hot news that's shaking up the basketball world. Hold on to your seats, folks, because the Boston Celtics might be up for sale, and the numbers are mind-blowing. Imagine this: our beloved Celtics, the reigning NBA champions, could be changing hands for a whopping billion. That's right, billion with a B. According to Bill Simmons from The Ringer, both the NBA and the Celtics are aiming for this astronomical figure. But here's where it gets interesting. Forbes values the team at about 4.7 billion, so there's quite a gap to bridge. Some experts think 5 billion is more realistic. Why? Well, it's not just about the team, it's about where they play. You see, the Celtics don't own TD Garden. They're just tenants, and that's a big deal for potential buyers. In fact, sources told the New York Post that the team barely broke even last season. And get this, they might lose around $80 million next season due to luxury tax fines. Ouch. Charlie Jacobs, the big boss at Delaware North, which owns TD Garden, recently spilled the beans that the Celtics have signed a new lease for another years or so. That's great for us fans, but it might make things tricky for new owners. Here's the kicker: whoever buys the Celtics for such a huge amount will probably want to own the arena too. But building a new stadium in Boston? That's no walk in the park. It could take years and a lot of red tape to make that happen. So, what does all this mean for us, the fans? Well, it's definitely exciting times. A new owner could bring fresh ideas and maybe even more resources to make our team even stronger. But it also raises questions about the future of the franchise and where they'll call home in the long run. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the possibility of the Celtics being sold for billion? Are you excited about potential new ownership, or are you worried about changes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion going. In an interesting twist this season, Celtics fans might see a familiar face on a top division rival. The New York Knicks have signed veteran forward Marcus Morris to a non-guaranteed Exhibit Nov training camp deal. This marks Morris's second stint with the Knicks, having played there during the first half of the 2019 season before being traded to the Clippers. At 35, Morris aims to secure a spot on the Knicks bench as a sharpshooter. With Couture's players already on guaranteed contracts, he faces competition from veteran guard Landry Shamet, also on a non-guaranteed deal, and forward Chuma Okeke for the final roster spot. The Knicks are looking to bolster their lineup as they prepare to challenge the Celtics this season. Last season, Morris journeyed through 3 teams. Initially traded from the Clippers to the 76ers in the James Harden blockbuster deal, he then moved to the Spurs at the trade deadline in a 3-team trade, that sent Buddy Hield to Philadelphia. After being cut by San Antonio, Morris joined the Cavaliers in March, playing a vital role off the bench during their run to the Eastern Conference semifinals. Notably, he scored 25 points against Boston in Game 5, hitting 5 three-pointers in a spirited performance. Throughout the season, Morris averaged 6.4 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 0.7 assists per game, shooting 40% from beyond the arc, across his stints with the 76ers, Clippers, and Cavaliers. However, his defensive limitations and speed have narrowed his market, leading to his acceptance of a non-guaranteed deal with the Knicks. With an Exhibit Nov contract, Morris won't have injury protection, but he could still offer valuable spacing for the Knicks' second unit if he impresses during training camp. The Knicks have strengthened their roster by acquiring Mikal Bridges from the Nets, yet they lack reliable outside shooting in their front-court reserves. Morris could be a cost-effective option for coach Tom Thibodeau as New York aims to keep up with the Celtics' firepower this season. Now, we want to hear from you, Celtics Nation. What are your thoughts on Marcus Morris potentially joining the Knicks? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive Celtics content.